And so it seems that we are going to have a Hawkeye system for the English Premier League. So all you soccer fans out there, something interesting to watch out for with the English Premier League. Now, of course, when it comes to weight loss, we do try to, minimize on the intake of our food, to come up with like a proper diet, try to concentrate on foods which have more calories compared to the lesser ones. But of course, some recent studies have shown that it's not just the content of the food that you eat which will help you with weight loss. It's actually the time you consume your food also. It's your routine which is extremely important, which would help you to lose weight. Now, with the view you see right now, I'm all covered up with my coat and stuff. You will not actually see, but how fat I really can be. But then again, I'm actually planning on using this method myself in the coming future. Let's see, I'm determined, we're going to try this out, but right now I'm going to share this with you. Okay, so for example, now breakfast. Now don't skip breakfast, and be sure to eat your morning meal within an hour of waking to jumpstart your metabolism. Consuming 25% of your daily calories, example 7 a.m. Now your morning snack, eat 2 to 3 hours after breakfast. This will keep blood sugar levels stable to avoid the low energy sluggishness that makes you reach for high calorie treats. Now, snacking also prevents the famished feeling that makes you inhale way more calories at your next meal than you would if you weren't plagued by hunger pans. Now, stick to 150 calories or less, about 5% of your daily calories, example around 9:30 a.m. Now, lunch. Your midday meal should be eaten 2 to 3 hours after your morning snack. Try to make lunch your largest meal of the day. Consuming more calories midday than at breakfast or dinner ensures you have enough time to burn all those calories, about 40% of your total daily calories. Now, example, you're supposed to do this around 12:30 p.m. Now, your afternoon snack. Enjoy your snack 2 to 3 hours after lunch. Stick to 150 calories or less, about 5% of your daily calories. This example is around 3:30 p.m. Now, dinner. Eat the last 25% of your daily calories at dinner. About 2 to 3 hours after your afternoon snack. Finish your evening meal 2 to 3 hours before going to bed. Eating too close to bedtime can raise your body temperature and your insulin and blood sugar levels, cause heartburn or digestive issues. And I know we as Sri Lankans, we have a lot of issues when it comes to heartburn, and prevent the release of melatonin, all of which can interfere with the fat burning benefits associated with gathering a restful night's sleep. And this example is, you're supposed to have it around 6:30 p.m. So a few tips in case you are planning on having a healthy figure, if you have intentions of weight loss which you want to try out. Of course, as it says, it's not just about the intake, it's about having it precisely in that correct time as well. Now I'm going to go in for another interesting video, and after that we're going to go in for a commercial break, and I'll be right back with it. But of course, this is, if you are a fan of the Rolling Stones, you would know somebody called Ronnie Wood, and Ronnie Wood seems to be opening an art exhibition, so check it out.
Ronnie Wood of the Rolling Stones exhibits a collection of his work at a gallery in London. Most associate Wood with the veteran British rock group, along with Mick Jagger, Keith Richards and Charlie Watts. However, art has been also a constant in his life, and before his musical career kicked off, Wood attended art school in London. His latest exhibition comprises a series of sketches and canvases of the world-famous Rolling Stones, including individual portraits and group pieces. Wood says he has many influences ranging from Rembrandt to Caravaggio.
Well, from my early childhood influences of Rembrandt and Caravaggio, I love to carry that through the Picasso and all the expressionists, impressionists, and all the styles that I've soaked in over the years. It's a bit like the music, you get influenced by the blues and soul and classical, and you mix it all up and it comes out your way.
For Wood, music and art are not only a relaxing form of expression, but also spiritual.
I'll get the musical mode when I'm on tour, and I might do a few sketches, but it's mainly concentrating on the music. Then, when the tour is over, I can relax and just find myself getting the brush out, and it's very spiritual, you know, music and art is very relaxing to me.
The Rolling Stones will play Glastonbury Music Festival for the first time. Organizers announced in March, joining Arctic Monkeys and folk band Mumford & Sons as headliners at the 3-day June event. The appearance by the veteran British rock group followed weeks of rumors that the Stones, who in 2012 celebrated 50 years in the music business with a handful of concerts, finally would play at Glastonbury, one of Europe's biggest music festivals.
No, the Glastonbury is going to be something pretty special, I'm sure. Whatever the weather. Even the helicopter's got Wellington boots on it.
Following their appearance at Glastonbury, the Stones are then scheduled to return to Hyde Park in July for a concert that will be their first performance there since 1969. It was at the 1969 performance that Wood says he knew he wanted to and would be a member of the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, very big year and quite important for the Stones to go back there. I remember meeting them on the perimeter of the park in '69 when they played there, and they said, "Hey, you know, we'll see you soon." I said, "Yeah, sooner than you think." So I always thought I was going to be there. I always knew it.
Always knew it?
Yeah, in the back of my mind, you know, it's ambition. That's what you got to have, kids.
Well, you always knew you'd be with the Stones or be performing at Hyde Park?
Be with the Stones. But it was at Hyde Park back in '69 when I had this thought, well, I'm going to be in that band, and it will be a nice full circle for me to play it with them.
Tickets for the July 2013 Hyde Park concert sold out within minutes of going on sale. A second date has been added since.
Well, the Rolling Stones, a legendary band if you ask me. Now, you would not have necessarily heard of Ronnie Wood, who you just did see on screen right a little while ago, but you would have definitely heard of Mick Jagger. And if you've been listening to a few of Maroon 5 songs recently, you would have actually been reminded of the Rolling Stones, especially because he did come out with this song which is Moves Like Jagger, Adam Levine doing the whole Jagger kind of dance and getting that famous music video out there. Of course, we're going to go in for a short commercial break, but when we come back we have some more interesting stuff that we would like to share with you. I do have a little interesting story which is happening on Britain as well, so we'll come back and we'll take you through it.